We are live to my huge crowd of viewers. Hi, JD. Hello, Kat. Hi, Alice. I'm glad you guys are here. I have to say something. I was going to say it last week and then not wasn't going to embarrass myself because I'm just used to saying and doing things without thinking and sounding really goofy. But last week I started us, I had us going, I did the countdown, I did everything, and I was showing the video, and I was like, but it's not showing on YouTube. What is going on? So I was starting to panic, and I was like, God, what the fuck? And so I looked over back here in the StreamYard, and it said scheduled, and I was like, no, we're live. Why is it saying scheduled? So I was just like frantically looking all over my screen, and up in the top right hand corner where it says go live, it still said go live. So it was a good, I don't know, 90 seconds or more. We were just kind of sitting there doing nothing. So that's kind of last week, had to kind of do a start over. But hi, Blair, glad you're here with us tonight. Oh, Jax is in the chat. Hey, Jack. And it's good to see you guys. So tonight I have with me Jack and Nosy and Cherie. And I'm pretty sure Susan will be popping in shortly. She worked, I think, until 6. And I haven't heard from Kay. So I know Kay is very, 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 very busy, wrapped up in some research stuff that she's working on. So she may be pretty involved in that. So before we get started, I'll just kind of ask you guys on the panel if anybody has anything they'd like to share. Jack, let's go ahead and start with you.
Well, not today. Maybe tomorrow.
Okay, okay. I know you're busy too, doing stuff with the Jody. Oh my gosh, Luke Mitchell, Jody. Why I can't
Jones.
think of her. Jones.
Blue
Thank
Mitchell,
you.
Jody. Yeah.
I was going to say Jones, and I thought, no, that's too easy in comment. But yeah, so I know you're really
Yeah.
busy with that. You had an amazing open mic last Sunday, so that was great.
Yeah. I
So,
hope that, the surveillance and the coverage, I hope people that maybe hadn't seen that or didn't know anything about it got a little information out of it. I did
interesting.
get a few messages, that people, a lot of people didn't know and don't know all these other, backhanded, underhanded, whatever you want to call it, things going on within, queso. And of course, we're not shocked, but it still kind of are,
Well, yeah.
and and then had
Anytime a
about
little name comes up or anything, it's like what? So yeah,
well, you want to think about, you think about across the country if all these county jails, city jails, whatever, have cameras in these privacy rooms and they're recording lawyers and clergy and drug counselors, whoever coming in to talk to a defendant because they can't make bail. That's pretty crummy.
Yep.
And it should be shocking. It should be shocking to everyone.
right. Yeah, it is.
And
It
then,
is. I remember when that video came out. It was when it all came out on the uh, when Kratz put it out. In fact, I really
October
wasn't in,
October of 2019.
yeah, and I wasn't really involved with the group with foul play at the point, really. I was just kind of coming back from California from being with my mom, and um, I uh, I really didn't know very much. I mean, I was just doing everything on my own pretty much. And I remember coming across that and going, wow, what the heck is that? What is this business? And I didn't have anybody to talk about it with because I didn't know anybody. So yeah, I remember thinking, holy crap.
and then
Yeah.
and then you jumped into uh, our group of minions, and you're like,
Yeah, I did.
holy shit, what's
Did.
going on here?
I sure did. Yeah, and I was glad though. It's really changed my life. So I definitely got to the right place. So let's see. Before we move on to to Nosy, I will say, hey JD, I think we caught you. Dark Side, it's so good to see you. And the wonderful Kay has joined us. So
Hey,
hello, Kay.
sorry I'm late.
Oh, you're fine. I know. I was just telling the chat and panel that you've been super, super busy
Oh, I don't do anything.
doing doing 100 million things. So we're just kind of going around the panel, and Gat was just telling us what he's got going on. Cherie, what kinds of fun stuff do you have going on?
Oh, just doing research and working on my own cases, cleaning.
And now you're back in court now, aren't you?
Yeah. In fact, I have three in one day next week, and then one the next day. So
Wow.
I'll be running the roads.
So Cherie's not gonna sleep because besides her paying job as a defense attorney, we have things we need to do her to do for us. So you guys, Cherie may sleep through some of our future lives. We don't know. Just so everyone's aware, I'm pretty sure you guys all know in the chat, and I know everybody on the panel knows, but Cherie has been a defense attorney for how long, Cherie?
It'll be a year in June, so not very long.
Not very long, number one. And number two, she hasn't been able to go to court, like very, very few court appearances that she's been able to have. So, um, you know, she's still, well, we think she's the best because, she does a lot for us. And if she doesn't know a question when we ask her, she just jumps right over and gets on her computer and, uses her resources to get us the information. If we don't know something, we can rest assured that Cherie's going to find something for us very, very quickly. So we're going to miss you while you're busy in court, but that's what you got to do. So
We
but
were
I know
able to do it virtually, though, which is different, but
right, right. Hi, Roxanne. I'm glad you were able to join us. And then we'll go to Nosy. What has your last few days been like? Your last week?
Oh, just the regular stuff. Research, and more research. Late last night, I was up pretty late. Got some new information in the Don Lewis case, so it was
Oh,
pretty exciting. So the little group that discovered it, we were talking about that, so that's pretty exciting. It's nice, when you find something new after the case has been kind of at a standstill for a while, at least publicly. And then um still following, Rodney and researching that case too. He has his court hearing, his evidentiary hearing coming up in May. I hope to be down in Austin when that goes down, because it's going to be a big deal down there. And
right.
then
Yeah.
yeah, so I just finished one class and just started my new class on juvenile justice, court system processes, whatever. And so far it's been a pretty cool class. I get to basically pick someone out there, and I chose, Tracy, and the information she's put out there for Brendan and all the research she's done for Brendan. And so yeah, I'm going to use that as one of my assignments, and use that as an opportunity to spread awareness about Brendan, because it's actually an assignment where we don't turn in just to the teacher, but we turn it into the class and everyone gets to see it. So my class has like 40 aspiring law students, or, criminal justice students in there. So to bring awareness, who knows who may join the research. So
Right, right. Remind me, are you studying for a bachelor's in criminal justice or in law?
yeah, so I am going for a PhD in criminal justice. I haven't made it obviously to that level yet, but right now I'm finishing the criminal justice degree. And then once I'm done with that, I will move on to the next phase. But I am thinking of taking a break after I finish this set because I would like to take some type of forensic course. I'm not trying to become like a renowned expert or anything, but I would like, they have like a 6-week course that I could take, and it's just to have a better understanding of forensics overall. And I think I need that for what, I'm doing.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. I when I was in college, juvenile justice was my favorite class at the time, um, because that was my goal, was to do juvenile probation at that time. But I did do an intro to forensics. It was required, and oh my goodness, that was such a fun class.
Yeah.
So I
I figure it
really
would be
liked it.
fun.
Yeah, it really is. It's really really interesting, and I don't want to say it's not difficult, because of course it is, but it was a difficult thing that I enjoyed studying.
Yeah.
So, and then I would say that probably, well, victimology and criminology were my other favorite courses.
Yeah, it's
So,
definitely very interesting. It is holding my attention a lot better than my marketing degree was.
oh yeah, oh I'll bet, Cole.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good for you. Yeah, I can understand wanting to take a break. It took me 12, well, let's see, 9 or 8 or 9 or maybe 10 years to
Yeah.
get my degree. And I did have a couple of leave of absences in there,
Yes,
but
definitely the same. I've since I started, I've taken my absences with my oldest. She has medical things that we've dealt with, and then I've had two other kids during the process of school. So of course I took those breaks. So it's definitely been a much longer process, but it's been a good one.
yeah, it all happens when it's supposed to happen.
Agree.
Yeah, the only thing that took me as long as it did, because I also took probably 8 elective courses, 6 of which I didn't need, because I couldn't get through the math. I
Yeah.
just Math was, I probably took, I think I counted them for Cherie one time. I think I took a total of, I want to say 9 math courses, and that was only 3 different courses,
Oh my
because
gosh.
I
Yeah.
just, I can write. I can, I'm good at other things. My papers were all amazing papers whenever I would write them, but boy, when it came to numbers, it was
I don't
ridiculous.
blame you. I put all of my math classes at the end of my course. And the reason I'm going to be able to finish so much quicker than like, regular college is because I have 11 electives
Uh-huh.
that I can actually clep out of. And basically, I just have to write an essay. It's like $150 per essay. And then once I turn in the essay, it's like I took the class. So
Uh,
that literally is going to save me. When I switched degree programs, I lost a year of basically college in general because the credits just didn't go towards my new
oh,
program.
they didn't add up. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Oh,
I got
that's too
back set.
bad.
So what they're trying to do is each class that I'm able to just write an essay and clip out of, I just do that instead of paying money to take the class.
Yeah. I
So
tried to do that. I tried to do that with math. They had a similar program for math here. Well, at the college I attended, but I couldn't. Uh, the class that you could take in exchange for it, I wish I could remember the name of it. Um, but I was like, well, I think that it still was going to have to do with numbers and math a little bit. But I thought, no, it sounds easier. I got into that class, in the first day. I was like, nope, this isn't going to work. And all I knew was that I probably said I was going to quit and meant it 10 or 12 times.
there is a website now. I don't even care if my kids use it. I really don't. It's like algebra.com, and basically you can go to this website and type in any equation known to man, and the website not only does it give you the answer, but it will walk you through the steps of getting the
Steps.
answer. And I think that's important. Like, if kids just don't get it, they just don't get it. And like, even
Oh,
adults don't get it. So it's better to show them how to work it out and let them get the right answer than just to be clueless. So
right.
I wish that would have been around during my algebra days, but I will definitely be using that website when my math classes come up.
Well, Mathaway is another one. I used Mathaway pretty religiously. I actually paid for that service. It's online. It did the same thing.
Good to know.
And just for shits and grins for everybody, there's a uh, oh gosh, what's it called? Not a disease, but a learning disability called dyscalculia. And I don't want to say it's highly controversial, but it's not a widely accepted
Yeah.
disability, but it's a disability much like dyslexia. So
Interesting.
yeah, but it's with numbers instead of words and letters and stuff. So anyway, so now that everybody knows about mine and Nosey's business with school and stuff, I know that Kay has been super, super busy doing stuff. I know yesterday you weren't even really on anything because you were out spraying something, right? Kay, what have you done this last week or so?
Well, yes, I've been spraying a bunch of land for weeds. So that's a lot of fun. And done a lot of research. I did get to talk to Daniel recently.
Oh, great.
And I did find out that there are no cases at the prison.
Oh, wow.
As of last time I checked, there were no cases.
Now, how long do they have to go again before they'll?
I don't really want to say that because I don't know if I think all states are different in their protocol.
Gotcha.
And so I think that would be maybe not something to say.
Oh, yeah, no, I understand.
But he had his hair braided because I think he's getting ready to cut it. So.
Oh boy.
It was
What? He's got long enough hair to have braids?
Oh yeah, his hair's past his shoulders now.
What?
Yeah, he hasn't participated in pictures at the prison. I guess they have the opportunity to have pictures professionally made every year. And he's always just been kind of like, screw that. I don't want a picture of me in prison.
I cannot even picture him with long hair.
But I think he wants to document the long hair before he cuts it. So that's the only reason that he's doing that. So that's cool.
Oh, wow. That's
we laughed about that. It's shocking when you see him in long hair all the time and then all of a sudden, he pops up and he's in dreads.
That's funny.
That is.
Pretty funny. But yeah, I mean, things are getting back to normal, I guess, or starting to for them. So I'm expecting they're going to get some vaccinations soon.
That will be really helpful. That'll be good.
So.
Well, that's great. Well, next time you talk to him, send him our love and best wishes, of course.
Yeah, and he always says thank the supporters, always. So.
Yep. Now, Susan popped in here. Susan, can you hear us?
I can. Can you hear me?
Yes. Okay. I can hear you, but I don't see you. I mean, you're just a black rectangle, which is fine.
Maybe.
Hang on.
Huh. Okay. Oh, there we go.
Because I had my camera on.
Oh. Well, you.
But there's no camera.
That's funny. So we were just getting. No, you're fine. I knew you were going to be a little late. Everybody knew that. So you're just fine. It's not a problem. It's not like we're punching a time clock here.
I just heard that Daniel has braids.
Yeah.
What? That's awesome.
Like, what the fuck? Yeah. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, we can't wait to see a picture of that someday. That'll be amazing.
So I'm sure you already probably discussed this, but how does he feel about Judge Henderson?
We actually haven't discussed that, but we plan to.
Okay.
We were just finishing up kind of saying what everybody was doing had done over the last week, and you popped in. So do you have anything fun you want to share that you've done in the last week?
Nothing that I can talk about.
Okay.
Sorry.
For a community of truth seekers, we all have a lot of secrets, don't we?
Yeah.
That's okay though. That's fine. All of the secrets that we keep are important to certain things, so it's fine. So yeah, we were just going to Kay. I had mentioned earlier in one of our chats earlier today that whichever one it was. Hey T1, it's nice to have you here. And Neverly, before we get started, can we all sing a quick happy birthday to our Neverly?
We're
On the
gonna
count of
sing. Are you
We
serious
are.
right now?
We are. The 6 of us are going to sing.
No.
No,
God.
just stop.
Okay.
As far as they
Happy
know, it's Daniel's
birthday
birthday, not
to
you.
you.
It's Daniel's face. On 1, 2, 3. Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
to
you.
you.
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
to
you. Happy birthday, dear West Coast homie.
We
Happy
didn't hear
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
to
you.
you.
Uh,
Oh,
There.
that was not my key.
Wasn't mine either. We were all singing it our own time, and I thought it was great.
Well, that was excellent, man.
Happy birthday, Neverly.
Happy birthday, Beverly, darling. We love you. We're so glad to see you here. Oh, how bad was that? Are you going to have nightmares tonight, sweetie?
Probably.
Oh, God. So one of the things, so Kay, what I had kind of told the group earlier was that kind of I want to touch on, of course, the Henderson affair. I don't, whatever we want to call it. We got to come up with a name. But I did want it's kind of cool, huh? The Henderson affair. Should we call it the Henderson affair?
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
Perfect.
But I did want, if you're able to, I would like, if you can, to share how Daniel, what he's had to say about it. I want to discuss some things of ways that we can find information. We've got the best here. We have Nosy, Jack, Cherie is great, Kay is great. You guys are great at researching and finding deep, dark, hidden secrets, but we're really struggling to find some stuff. And it's not because I don't think it's there. I think it's just because it's so well hidden with the Henderson affair. So, Kay, do you mind if you're able to sharing what Daniel is feeling, or would he rather not, or what?
Oh, no. I mean, it's not, I'm speculating what Daniel feels based on conversations I've had with him in the past over the years of just every single thing that comes forward is either, they decline to even hear it at the Supreme Court or it's denied. So, his coping mechanism is not to get his hopes up. So, we get excited about something, but he doesn't really have that luxury because he can't. It's hard to deal with the disappointment. So the way he
Understood.
One time was, so what I said was, and I wasn't the first one that gave him the news either. So maybe he responded differently when he first heard it. But I felt he responded really flat. It was like he got the information, and later he did ask some questions, but I don't know. I could tell he wasn't going to allow himself to get excited about it. And then we just moved on and started talking about other things. So,
Sure.
He knows that I think his path to freedom is through changing laws and people dying or retiring, however that happens,
Yeah.
naturally.
Yeah.
Right. Without
Because
saying
it
we
does
hope
eventually.
somebody dies.
Yeah, and we've seen in the books we've seen in the books that people write about wrongful conviction that's kind of when things start moving on a case, is when the cards fall a little bit. And so there's a definite chink in the armor here
Right. Yeah.
for sure.
Oh, well, remains to be seen what
Yeah.
what kinds of things are going to happen. Last time when we went live about this news, there was something that I wanted you guys to see, well, or hear. I was trying to find the exact article and I never did find it before we ended, but I'm going to share with you now the actual news report of it, if you don't mind, and then we'll move right on to talking about other stuff that I'm going to kind of let Kay take the, hold on really quick. Okay. And let me check my sound. Okay, should be able to hear. Okay.
Turmoil at the Oklahoma County Courthouse after a judge is suspended and reportedly resigns.
Judge Tim Henderson's resignation comes after 3 female attorneys accuse him of sexual misconduct. News 9's crime tracker Jennifer Pierce is live in the newsroom with more. Jen?
Amanda, I'm told Judge Tim Henderson will have to turn in his official resignation to the governor's office. Now, according to NonDoc, the Oklahoma County DA is investigating accusations of sexual assault and misconduct.
I think it's like the worst kept secret in the Oklahoma County Courthouse.
Attorney Irvin Box was not surprised when news came out that Judge Tim Henderson abruptly resigned. Box says 3 female attorneys in the district attorney's office have come forward accusing Henderson of sexual misconduct.
There were some rumors these were going on for like 2 to 3 years ago.
These are the 2 orders filed on Friday by Judge Ray Elliott, suspending Henderson from overseeing court dockets and his supervisor role. Judge Henderson has been an Oklahoma County district judge since 2012 and served as the judge over the state's multi-county grand jury. He's presided over several high-profile criminal cases, including convicted serial rapist and former Oklahoma City police officer Daniel Holtzclaw. Box believes other convictions made in Henderson's courtroom involving any of the alleged female victims will now come into question.
I think every case that they were the district attorney in a case down there, I think should be reversed and sent back to where we have a fair and impartial judge and we have district attorneys that aren't under the influence of the judge himself.
And at last check, the governor's office has not received Henderson's resignation letter. Reporting live in the newsroom, Jennifer Pierce, Oklahoma's own News 9.
So that
Cool.
was what I had wanted to show last time, and I couldn't find the article. And just a couple days ago, over the weekend, I found the article, but I found that there was a video attached to it. So I thought, well, hell, even better. So that's
I have a
Irvin
comment.
Box that I was
I have
speaking
a
about.
I have a comment.
Yeah, please.
He sounds like a real keeper.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Wow. Rumors for 2 or 3 years, and we're
Yeah.
just now. So how long is it going
Yeah.
on prior to that, the 2 or 3 years of the rumors?
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. That's what I was saying last week. What the
Probably
hell?
30 years, 40 years. Who
Well,
was the gray-headed guy?
He didn't
The
wake up 2 or
gray-headed-
3 years ago and decide, well, hey, let's go to the office and see what I can do.
Yeah.
Giggity, giggity. Sorry.
Why are you sorry? Don't be sorry. It's funny.
Very
Susan,
funny.
that was Irvin Box. He's an Oklahoma City defense attorney.
Okay. I agree with him. All of
Yeah.
his cases, involving sexual assault should be
That's
retried.
that's the reason I wanted everyone to see it last week. Well, what was that, on Saturday, I guess? That I had read that article, but I couldn't remember I had read so many, I wasn't sure what. And so I found it. Well, actually what it was I was scrolling through again every day. Every day yesterday and today I've been like refreshing, the name in Google. And yesterday I came across one that had been updated a day ago, and I was like, what? So I looked at it and it was the same article, but there was that video attached to it. And I thought, oh, that's even better. And I excited, but there was no new information in it. So
I have a
basically,
question.
okay.
Were there any female attorneys on Daniel's case for the state?
For the state?
Uh-huh.
Yes, Lori McConnell.
Yes.
Okay.
She was ADA Galen Gigger's assistant.
Well, maybe she's an accuser. We don't know, right?
I mean, we've heard through the grapevine that she's not, but
Okay.
the grapevine's not very trustworthy sometimes, so we'll just see.
Right. And she may not have spoken out yet either.
True. Very true.
Or maybe she's just not his type. We'll wait and see what his type is.
That
Yeah,
could be.
gotta find it.
You
Gotta
know,
learn
it
his
may,
type.
I mean, it's probably just going to be those courthouse girls, you know, because, you know, that's, if he was like around firehouse girls, then he would have been doing it to firehouse girls. And, you know, kind of like Daniel, it's just like what was available. He was over on that side of town. If he was on Asian, he would do Asians. And remember that crap they said?
Oh,
Kim
yeah.
Davis's testimony about that?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
brother.
Or wasn't testimony. Where was that? In Michelle Malkin's interview?
God, I know I heard it somewhere. It was
I think
maybe
that's
in one
where it
something-
was.
Yeah.
Isn't that the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard anyway?
Brother.
Yeah, it's stupid. But it's like I said Saturday, if he's been doing it for the last 2 or 3, if they've been hearing rumors about it for the last 2 or 3 years, it pisses me off, number one, that nothing got done
Right.
when the rumors started, especially since Daniel's case. But if he's been doing it for 2 or 3 years, according to rumors, he's been doing it for a lot longer. That's just my opinion.
I can't
So-
wait to hear what it is.
Well, I
Yeah.
know.
No kidding.
Well,
But
and
the fact that he resigned tells me a lot. If you are falsely accused, you do not resign your judgeship.
that's kind of what I thought too. I think that I don't know. It just makes sense that you know, you get forced out of your position before you walk out of it if you're
Yeah.
falsely.
He must know there's a paper trail.
There's a there's a trail
Mhm.
of something somewhere. I'm
There's
sure.
a digital trail, I guess. Probably.
I'd like to figure out how we can FOIA like emails and things like that. I'm sure we could.
Well, I was listening to this great talk this weekend where Jack taught us how to do that.
Yeah, I know. I was just gonna say I saw somewhere.
FOIA warriors beware.
Yeah. And I've tried to do FOIAs before, but then I get lost in what the rule is, and you know, different counties or cities or states are like, you know, you can't this and you can't that. Whenever you start telling me I can't do something, I start believing it. I'm like, what are you telling me?
That's why I said you can't discourage. You can't let when you get denied, you're like, oh, okay, well, I guess we're over. No, sorry.
Yeah.
Generally,
we have to keep going.
you gotta pay attention to the reply, and then from the reply, then you can reword and resubmit.
Right. Yeah, maybe a few of us can get together, Cherie and Kay, and come in and figure out how to do a couple of FOIAs and see if we can't get somewhere and get more comfortable. I was going to say it was okay. So T1, the rumors had been going from 2 and 3 years ago. They had been hearing the rumors. Yes, and I think it's horrible. So, and then your next comment. By the way, is he suspended and resigned? There is merit to 100%, not just rumors. In your opinion, of course, ours are too. Yeah. Yeah, he was suspended first, and then I believe they asked for his resignation. He was suspended initially 45 days, but I don't know. I really don't know because we haven't gotten any new information. And by the way, I did email one of the news channel. I want to say it was Channel 4 today, where down at the bottom of the article where it says suggest a correction or submit a correction. So I did. It's like, how come there's no more information? Correct it.
Good one.
So we'll see if we get any more information. And oh, thanks, JD. You know, it's he knobbed the wrong woman. She bit back. Maybe. Could very well be. Who knows? So yeah, we just don't know. It's really kind of a wait and see kind of thing. And I know it's hard to believe that Jack talked about FOIAs. It's kind of like, who the hell does Jack think he is talking about FOIAs? What the hell does he know? So but yeah, so we just, you know, we were kind of talking last week about how many women, according to Irvin Box, or to this last article I just played, there were women in the DA's office, because I kept rewinding it and listening back to it, and of course it's the media, and you know, they think they are the gods of information. We know better, but they do say 3 women in the DA's office. But we also know from another article that we got last week that it wasn't just these 3 women, but that there were more women, other women or other attorneys. And according to David Prater, there are going to be more women crawling out of the woodworks. So we'll see what happens. But I did manage to come up today with trying to find, you know, something was very difficult that I thought was going to be much easier, was finding who the ADAs are in a district or in a district attorney's office. And I know Cherie searched and I searched, and I don't know who else, Kay and Nosy, if you guys searched, but I couldn't find a government page or anything anywhere that told the names of any of the ADAs. But today, and apparently even before today, Cherie found one on LinkedIn. Today, I found the names of probably 8 or 9 ADAs in the office, and I think 4 or 5 of them were females. So I do have those names, but what to do what with? I mean, what am I going to do with them, right? So, but so anyway, we have a few names, but of course, there's no way of, you know, being able to know. I'm sure everybody's on a gag order at this point. So, Kay, what do you think? Is Kay or anybody? What are Nosy? What are some of the next things you know that would be? Just leave it alone and let it ride, let the media be the ones to tell us stuff, or what should we do?
Well, I mean, I think we really need to keep talking about it and sharing it, because things like these have a way of disappearing.
Yeah, just like Prater blackmailing that agent and him turning him in, it just disappeared.
Yeah, I mean, well, definitely. I mean, it will be interesting to see if, you know, if they do just try to cover it up like that. But like we said when we talked about this before, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if everyone doesn't have their own file on everyone else, their own ammunition, their own, you know, ace in the hole, just in case.
Their own little nugget of blackmail.
Yeah, so who knows how this is going to go. I mean, Prater's already saying that he's already saying things that it doesn't seem like he could possibly know in the article.
Right. Yeah. And he was with so much conviction. I mean, I know that's what he's good at, but just so much, you know, like he knows what I know this is going to happen, is the way I know we're getting more victims, is what he's sounds like. So
no, the judge doesn't have immunity, does he, in this? I wouldn't think so.
I don't think so.
You have immunity to, if it is a sexual assault, and
they
not
don't have
just
immunity if it's like a criminal act.
No, no.
They only have immunity if it has to do with, like, you know, hiding evidence and other BS like that for whatever reason.
Or with their actual job. You know, this is I mean, this is not case related or
Abuse of office. There's all kinds of things to add to it. But what's and it's a rabbit hole. I'm fixing to say, but
Yeah,
how many potential other lawyers or even just regular people, women that he's tried to pull some shenanigans on that we don't know about and that are afraid to come forward.
Yeah.
Well, and wouldn't it fall under the color of law, or does it not apply to the judge? It still should fall under 1983, don't you think?
That's a Sherry question. I don't know the rules under the color of law.
Well,
I have no idea.
what little I do know, Nosy, you're studying still. Does that fall under the 19 rule, or?
I have no idea. I didn't even think to look at that, honestly.
Yeah, clearly I don't know. Sheree, do you know? Sheree, I know we told you to speak only when you've been spoken. Now speak. I'm just kidding. I love you. You're muted, honey. I can't hear you. There you go. Oh, I pissed her off. She knows I was kidding. Her thing was probably acting up, I'm sure. Anyway, so yeah, we don't know. Like I said, I have a few names of female ADAs, but that doesn't mean anything because I could have 100 female ADA names and wouldn't make a difference. Okay, sorry, Sheree. I was. Do you know anything about the 1993 or the color of law rule, or would this apply?
Well, it should, but I'm looking at Oklahoma mostly. The states are different. Like some states, make a good, try to hold them accountable, and others don't. They let them resign and they can just go on and do whatever. If he actually files criminal charges, then maybe, but then probably there would be repercussions. But you're just talking about like when they're actually doing their job and they like use it for self-gain or don't follow the law. Is that what you're talking about?
Well, yeah. When they're committing an act while in their exercising their position, their lawful position or public service, public servant position or whatever. And I mean, I don't know. I guess I might have just answered my own question because, I'm sure he wasn't, he probably was. Well, we know it was in his office. We heard things about it being, in his chambers and things like that. So, I mean, I don't know. Who knows?
Well,
anyway.
Being a judge, he would have like, kind of a power over people, especially, if he has cases or they have cases in front of him and stuff. So it kind of adds a different dimension than it's just co-workers,
Right. Yeah.
So it makes it, I don't know how to say it more wrong.
More egregious. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah. Who knows? I mean, it's just crazy. So I don't know. We don't know where we're really going to go from here or if we're going to go anywhere. But I would just suggest, again, this is Oklahoma and it's where Kay is familiar. And I know others on the panel have spent traveling time in Oklahoma as well. But I mean, we're open for suggestions. What else can we do? I mean, so we'll keep talking about it. What are some other suggestions? Emailing the media, like
absolutely. If anyone knows an investigative reporter that's in the area that wants to, it's not afraid to, dig a little and poke around, and poke the bear. That's what really needs to happen now.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed.
That's what I was thinking. If we can just get people to start flooding, some of these, especially these major news channels. Because if the local news local news channels will pick it up, AP picked it up last week. So, if the local ones, start making a big deal about it, eventually I would think that the national, and if the local ones don't, then maybe we do need to hit up the national guys and say, hey, there is some dirty, dirty, dirty shit going on in Oklahoma and nobody's talking about it.
I think you need to just I think we need to just hit up the national news because
Start right at the national.
Yeah, because the state is not, local news is not, they're covering it as minimally as they have to.
Right.
Did it go nationwide? Did it go?
Now, I didn't see it. I didn't see it nationwide, but
only on AP. That's the only article I saw was the AP article.
Was
Article,
it
but not
News,
video.
USA News or USA Today or something?
USA News. Yeah, it was USA News. Who else? Wasn't it you, Nosy, that also saw that article? I think I actually also have a link for it. Kat, do I have a link there for you for that article for AP? I don't remember, but yeah, I agree because if we get the national news on it, Oklahoma's not going to be able to hide from it. So we'll have to figure that out.
I think you're right about making a lot of noise about it. I found an article where this Reuters group did research on how judges are held, whether or not judges are held accountable for their misconduct. And it used as Exhibit A, Oklahoma.
Surprise!
And they had, not a single judge was publicly disciplined in 14 years. But then they had one in 2018, and he was doing kind of the color of law things you were talking about, just not, well, it was more like he was just abusing the people in front of him. And
is this the guy who had a penis pump behind the bench?
Oh my God.
Is that what you're getting to?
I didn't see that.
Okay, well, there is one judge that did that.
Oh, wow.
He was using it during trials. I guess he was.
Oh my God.
Holy shit. Some people are so insane.
Jesus.
Oh, God.
And then 2019 was that Kendra Coleman, that later.
Yeah, man, I seriously think they just wanted to push her out.
Talk about that.
I mean, I don't know. I only know what I read in the papers, and we know that's not truly accurate, but it was a feeling. It's the way that the things that I read made me feel. It felt like just felt like a shady mess. So
yeah, I guess I'm just not familiar with the case.
I think I think they said they had her on tax evasion, and then I don't know, they were questioning her. She was saying that other people were like pushing her out of the circle. Obviously, someone felt like she didn't fit in.
Oh. Sounds like some schoolyard stuff to me.
It felt like it when I was reading it, absolutely.
So I think this is the article that you were referring to. Is that right, Cherie?
Yes, it is, and it's interesting. The top justice, or he was the Oklahoma's top justice, or in the top court, I should say. But he said he was so proud that they've had so few cases of discipline between 2004 and 2016. Whereas Mississippi had like 70 some, and he says, well, I'd be ashamed if we had that many. And then when Curtis DeLapp there, I was talking about, the lawyers were afraid to speak up about his misbehavior or his misconduct. And because they didn't want to, they wanted to be able to have cases, you know, put cases in front of them and stuff. And then, and on that Steve Taylor at the top, the justice at the top court said that they should have spoke up because, you know, lawyers are supposed to speak truth to power, but I just thought that was kind of arrogant.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, so is this the guy here? This is, oh yeah, Judge DeLapp. It says Judge DeLapp twice ran successfully for re-election. Yeah, interesting. So I gave the link for that to Cherie or to Kay, or nope. Let me try again. Kat, so sorry, Kat. I'm going to definitely have to read this when we get finished here this evening because I'm pretty curious about it. Who are these guys here? Let's see. Private Woodshed, former Oklahoma Supreme Court Chief Justice Joseph Watt said he would much rather woodshed my brethren in private. Another former state, wait, I don't know if I know what that means.
It means we take care of it ourselves, and you never know what happened.
Okay,
So,
gotcha. Okay, I kind of was thinking, you know, when Dad takes you out behind the woodshed and beats you senseless kind of thing. So I didn't know if that was exactly what they were saying or not. He says another former state Chief Justice Stephen Taylor on the right says that he was surprised that lawyers kept silent about DeLapp for so long. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just this looks like a really good article, so definitely I think it'll do us all a lot of good to kind of read that article because it kind of sounds pretty interesting. So
When was that written?
2020,
Okay.
July.
oh, wow. Okay, so pretty recently then.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's, you know, 10 years old and okay, good. Oh, it says part 2. That's interesting. So if there's a part 2, there's a part 1. Some things don't get by me.
oh man.
Anyway, sorry.
Oh man.
But hey, you know, times
Funny.
it's just a little humor. So yeah, that's kind of what we wanted to just kind of keep talking about. So I'm just going to ask all of our friends in the chat. You guys know what to do. You know what you think we should do, and you know what to do. And I say let's go ahead and let's just start flooding those national news people with this information. No mercy. That's right. That's right. T1, no mercy. Cobra Kai. So if we can all do that, even if everybody just wrote one email a day, I know, because I know you guys don't have anything better to do, right? No, I'm kidding. But if everybody could just write one email, you know, and say, hey, you know, I heard this, but we haven't heard anything else, and we think it's really important, and you know, what more can you find out for us? Let's get this. Let's let it be our team that gets this thing blown up. Because it's really kind of pissing me off that we didn't get any information so far this week.
So
And
there's been nothing else in the news. They just broke that story, and that was it.
That is.
Well,
Yeah.
and then they put out a resignation letter that he had written. I don't know. He sent it over the weekend. It didn't. I think it got published yesterday afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I put that in my Discord. He has his own little room in Discord, so.
So locally, they're ignoring it.
Pretty much as they can. It was interesting that 3 of the local stations waited another newscast to even report it.
Fuckers.
It's like, wow, it came out. I think it came out either on the noon news or 4 o'clock news, 4 or 5 o'clock news with whatever Rhonda used in the video last week. And then I think it was Channel 9, was it? Anyway, the others until, a full newscast later. So, and some of them it was the next morning. So yeah, that speaks volumes.
Well, and I think we kind of expected that, unfortunately, too.
Roxanne asks if there should be a stock email we all send or each write our own. I think it would be cool if someone put together bullet points,
right,
that people could choose from to write in their letter, because I really don't think when you send a form letter and you're expecting people to read it, I think when they realize, hey, I've read this letter, this is the same, this is the same,
Yeah.
this is the same. I don't know, maybe it's as effective, but I don't think so, because I feel like people think, they couldn't even take the effort to express themselves. It must not really be that important. But that's just
Right.
me. So
No, I agree, and therefore I nominate Cherie, Kay, and Nosy to do that.
oh yeah, thanks, man.
Is anybody second that?
I
Say aye.
nominate Roxanne to do it.
She's like, hell, I'm not even there to defend myself.
I nominate Roxanne, Nosy, and Cherie.
Whoever, I know what Cherie can do. I know how good Cherie is at it, and I know that Nosy also. Anybody on the panel that can do something very effective that way, and I know that Cherie and Nosy are good at that. Jack, Susan, if you guys have any experience in doing something like that, that would be great, because I agree it should be, here's a list, give everybody access to the bullet points, to the points that need to be made, and then
Roxanne.
it's like, wait a minute. Don't ask questions. I think it's good though. It made a lot of sense. So, but some bullet points are the things that do need to be, that we think are the most important things to address. And then, just each of you writing your own feeling about the different things, I think would be much more effective.
Would it be helpful, for anyone living in that region, maybe they would know the local reporters, get, contact to their station or an email to their station?
I think anyone could. I think anyone could do that. I could put together some contact information.
This is Oklahoma City, right?
Yes.
That'd be easy enough. Yeah. Okay.
Well, and here's the thing too, if you're getting emails from people all over the country, all over the world, Dark Side, Alice, whoever else is here that's listening, then, that shows too that it's not just Oklahomans, a little small group of Oklahomans who are pissed off about Daniel being in prison or whatever. And my idea is not to even mention Daniel, but to just make it all about Henderson. That's just my opinion, though, for what I was thinking to do. K4, Channel 4, Coco, Channel 5. Well, do we not want to put those on there, Kay? Or do you want me to put them in the chat for you?
I'm not ever on YouTube at the same time because I get a lot of feedback. So I have no idea what's going on over there.
Oh,
you have to mute YouTube.
Yeah, you just have to mute it.
Well, I'm just a one-trick pony, people.
Oh, Jesus, whatever. You're such a nerd. One-trick pony. Come on now. She's giving me the names of local news channels in Oklahoma in the private chat. So I'll put them here for you, Kay. There we go. There's two. Anyway, I wanted to read. It's fine.
It's not that funny.
Stop it is that funny, kind of.
You're ridiculous. Stop laughing at me being ridiculous.
You're not being ridiculous. I understand what you're saying. If you're having because I know it's a problem for Cherie if she does one thing, she gets knocked out of StreamYard, so she's got to go.
That's
So
right.
I get it. I'm just teasing you. But I do want to read this really short, insufficient resignation letter, if you guys don't mind, from the judge. It was written on March 25th. It was to Director Jerry Askins, and I believe, administrative person in the office. Dear Director Askins, please consider this my official notification of my intent to resign from my position as an Oklahoma County District Judge, as well as presiding judge of the Oklahoma Multi-County Grand Jury, effective April 5th, 2021. It has been my privilege and honor to serve as a district judge. You have been so kind to me and helpful in my career. I have learned a great deal from you. God bless you and your family and keep safe. Sincerely, Timothy R. Henderson. Load of shit. Jeez. I shouldn't say things like that, but that was a load of crap.
I say, woohoo!
Bring it on.
Yeah. Official.
Yeah. Yep. Kind of pissed me off. I mean, he doesn't get to do anything because even if he could have put 40 days out from the time and wouldn't have mattered because he was suspended. So it's too bad for him.
Right.
So yeah, we don't know. We're just going to wait and see what happens, I guess. And we're going to start emailing these local channels and the major national news channels. I think that's great. But seriously though, I don't know if somebody out there is, does feel confident in making bullet points and things that we should address.
What about tagging? What about tagging Erin Moriarty on Twitter?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, absolutely. Yep. Yes. Erin Moriarty would be really good. And another one might be, I can't think.
Hey, hit the 2020 people up again because they did a thing on Daniel. They would probably follow up on this and do an update. So
yeah, 2020 with the dash cam never showed or never saw, which was
that's right.
There was no damn dash cam.
Does anyone have any contact with Michelle Malkin? Does anyone talk to her?
I'm guessing she's on this.
She's aware. I mean, she's definitely aware. I'm not sure what. I'm sure her wheels are turning, but
yeah,
I don't know. I don't have any info.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't either. I follow her on Twitter and she followed me back, but I don't think she pays
look at you
to me. in all of her, I'm not political, so I don't really respond to much of that stuff. So anyway. Nosy, what are your ideas? What have you got? Being very, very quiet. Alrighty then, moving on.
She sneak off to the sushi house?
Walmart. She went to Walmart.
Walmart.
I swear to God, every time we're in a voice call, Nosy will be joining us. She'll be talking, and we'll be like, "What? Oh, sorry, y'all. I'm at Walmart." Whenever we're chatting, if I hear any outside noise, I just say, "Nosy, are you at Walmart?" She's so funny. And that one day, we were chatting with her, me and Cherie and Kay, I think. It was like 4 different times she went to Walmart that day. Oh, so call. Let's see what T1's got to say here. Something. Question. Sorry if it's already been said. What part did this judge play? He was his trial judge.
And he also
appeals, I suppose, huh?
Yeah, and appeals.
Yeah, he also denied a evidentiary hearing, and
He's the one that had the secret meeting, right?
Yeah, he oversaw the secret meetings, and he also denied the 6 scientists report that they wanted to submit the amicus brief.
Uh-huh.
So, you know, he kept that out, because how do you deal with something like six world-renowned scientists saying that you screwed up? You just got to keep that out.
Sorry,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
I had an internet outage, and I see you, T1. I didn't get no dang crunchy tacos. I had
And then
to
he also
Good.
denied the 2 civil rights attorneys amicus brief, just setting the tone for how, you know, just how crazy it was before the summer 2014 leading into Daniel's bad luck.
Yeah. Yeah, so he had everything to do with Daniel's case. And like I was saying Saturday, you know, the jury came back with the recommended sentence. The judge didn't have to sentence Daniel to 263 years to run concurrently. He could have done it, you know, he could have set his own sentencing, but you know, he didn't. So I wonder if he thinks about what 263 years in prison might be feeling like now, right about now.
I don't think he's ever going to see the inside of a jail
He's
cell.
never
He's
gonna
not
go to
fucking
jail.
worried about it.
Well, if we have anything to say about it, he will.
I'm going to have that attitude too, but just,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, I mean, look at everything Prater has gotten away with over the years and swept under the rug. It's like, what in the world does this man have on the people in politics in that state? Like, it's just,
Right.
But you also have to consider everything that is changing since the Me Too movement. I mean, there really is change going on in this country. And you got to think positive about it. I mean, shit's, you know, people are coming down. And hopefully it will just, you know, keep snowballing and, you know, justice prevails. And, you know.
Well, there has to be a serious reworking of our judicial system, of our whole criminal justice system, if that's going to be the case.
and
Big
honestly,
time.
in my lifetime, as long as I've paid attention with, you know, my mom's career in the government and stuff, I'm not old enough maybe to know some things that other people know, but like, this is the first movement since like you know, George Floyd, and now the whole Black Lives Matters movement and Me Too movement and all those things. This is like the first movement. And I think I really started seeing it when Trump was elected. You know, I'm not going into politics. I'm just saying what I saw in the media of, you know, women celebrities, and then Harvey Weinstein situation came out, and then all these men, you know, Bill Cosby, and then you got Danny Masterson, and all these celebrities that go way back. Like, it's really been a huge movement. But I just hope those same people look at people like Daniel, or are willing to look at people like Daniel and being like, hey, this is not right.
Absolutely.
I don't know. I think it could. I like to think that it could at least force some kind of a harder look or more serious look. You know. Hi,
You know,
Blaze, how are
in a
you?
way, with Daniel's name being put out there just because of this judge, you know, that's the first thing they go to. He's the one that sentenced Daniel Holtzclaw and all of that. You know, people might start Googling his name and maybe they'll come across, you know, Daniel in the Den, or, you know.
I agree.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, Rhonda, that video clip that you played early on when we first started, the one you said you didn't know how to video, honestly, when whoever was that, Elliot speaking, when they said that every case needs to be examined where there's a victim or something
that was Irvin Box.
Okay.
Sexual assault cases. Yeah.
Okay. And so I just was wondering, like, I really wonder if he might be someone who didn't say Daniel's name, but that's exactly who he was talking about. I mean, I'm
Right.
sure there's other people, but there's other people out there too that includes, like, I don't know if Henderson was the judge on people like Alexander Edwards, but I feel like it's like a catch-22. I don't feel like every case should be examined, but I do get why they say every case should be examined.
Well,
But
here's the thing. Every single news article mentioned that he was the judge that sentenced Daniel.
Yep.
So Daniel's case has got to be on their minds when this
Yeah.
all broke.
And I don't know if any of you guys have gone and looked. I don't know why I'm just not thinking about it. I mentioned her the other day, but OKC Art for Justice, I haven't looked on any of their pages since this information came out to see if they had anything to say. I don't know if you guys did or not.
You know what? I didn't. I've been so caught up in trying to look elsewhere, I didn't even think about it, but I'll do that tonight.
I just wrote that down too. Yeah, I'm gonna look too and see if they have anything to say. I mean, like we spoke before, that would be a great entity to have speaking on his behalf. I know it would take a lot, but
Katnit, if you're able, before I say anything else, I always forget to do this, and it's always immediately after I end a live that I do it. I need to thank Kat for all of everything that she does. I try to get links ready for her, but I really suck at it. And so she just gets them. She doesn't even necessarily know what we're talking about, but she is ready to go and ready to find the links to share with you guys. So
Cat is
bomb.com.
She really is. And I need to say that publicly before I forget. Now, having said that, Kat, will you please see if you
I didn't remember. Go ran this.
It was
go
a
hunt this
setup.
down. Yeah, run this link to the ground, damn it.
I was catching up on the chat just now, and yeah, T1, to answer your question, yes, I found 14 cases from 2019 to 2021 within like a 10-minute search they were all judges except for one. One was a prosecutor, and out of all the judges, one was a woman. So
Blaze is in our chat, and just really quickly, she's wondering who everyone is. So this is Rhonda. Jack, do you want to say hi? I'm sure she knows who you are. She just doesn't know.
Hi, this is Jack.
This is Jack. So that's Jack. He's from Foul Play. This is my great friend in Oklahoma. I will let her introduce herself her own way.
Hey, I'm Kay.
And this is another great friend from Foul Play. And her name is...
Hey, I'm Susan. Hi, Blaze.
And my BFF in New York. The girl.
I don't recall.
Yeah, you didn't come up. That's Cherie. I don't recall in Discord. And then, of course, our buddy from different areas of the Midwest.
Well, my Facebook says I'm from Wisconsin. Some think I'm from Texas, Oklahoma, and Florida. So I'm nosy. Hi, Blaze.
So this is Nosy. I don't know if I don't think Blaze has been in the chat before, but I kind of feel like I've seen her once or twice. But at any rate, she didn't know who everybody was, so I just wanted to make sure everybody could hear, so that she could hear everybody's voice. Like I said, she probably knows who everyone is, just doesn't realize it. Oh, Nosy, see?
But she never met that Joe Exotic from, well, we know where he's from.
Yes, nosy.
Yes. We haven't heard from Joe Exotic in so long.
Oh, wait. Do you mean our Joe Exotic or the actual?
our Joe Exotic.
Okay, I was about to say, yeah, I hear about that dude every damn day. So,
She doesn't like it when I do the imitation. She's like, "Shut the fuck up."
oh no, you sound better than the original, but let me hush.
Oh. I don't know why it's saying that your mic is muted because I can hear you, Jack. But anyway.
It's because I keep unmuting it.
Oh, but you're not moving though. Your little icon isn't bouncing when you speak.
Hey, can we watch the Manchester Innocence thing?
Oh,
Yeah.
Blaze is spooky. Okay, hi spooky. That I was asking about you today. Just by the way.
I didn't want to say your name, Blaze, just in case. I thought that let you do that. So this is Spooky. I've known her first to tell. Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Spooky.
See,
She
we
didn't
all
mind
know
saying
each
my
other.
name though. She doesn't mind putting a pin in me.
I didn't say your name. I let you do it. And I didn't say Nosey's name. I didn't. I'm trying to respect everybody's privacy if they want it.
Hey, do you feel like doing the Manchester video tonight?
In Discord?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Can we move this party over there?
Yeah. That would be great. So what Kay's talking about is Mark Godsey did I wouldn't say a lecture, but he did a Zoom conference webinar from Manchester, what is it, in the UK, and it was really good.
England.
So I have that recorded. So if you'd like to come over to Discord in just a few minutes, in the streaming stuff room, we'll show that, and you guys can all check it out. It's really interesting.
Cool.
Mark
Yeah.
Godsey wrote, what was the book he wrote? Innocent, Blind Injustice or something?
Blind Injustice.
Blind Injustice.
Yeah.
Blind
and we had,
Injustice.
we had read
Yes, y'all all
Yeah.
should join
Great
his
book.
Facebook group too because he posts some very great articles in there.
What's his Facebook group?
It's called Blind Injustice, and he's the
Oh,
admin. And you can actually, and he'll respond to you and talk to you, and he's pretty awesome.
Cool.
So, okay, yeah. So we'll go ahead and shut this down for now.
Hey, before we go,
Right.
He's
I
gonna.
have one. I want to try to share my screen to follow up just briefly on
Okay.
FOIAs.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Okay.
So I hit share screen. Share screen. It gives me this warning.
Ignore it.
Warning.
What warning?
I don't
What's
know. Application.
Enter at your own risk.
Let me go back to this now.
That was my straw. It wasn't a fart.
Okay.
Sure.
Right.
Y'all have one of the slinky straws. It sounds like.
No, just a regular straw.
So, are you trying to share it in here, Jack?
Yeah, and I've
Okay.
got it on. I've got a different web page I want to pull up.
Okay. So you've got share screen, and you'll probably go to application window.
Application window. Okay.
Mark it down.
Oh, wait.
Rhonda's teaching Jack something.
Right.
That
I know.
never happens.
That's true
StreamYard.
too. That's very
I wanna
true.
share- Chrome tab. Oh, here we go. I got it
Okay,
now.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say, or it might be in Chrome tab. Okay. All right, yeah, share it.
I
Done
did. It's shared.
Okay.
Okay,
You have
it
it?
says
Yep,
join
we
the
got it.
group Nosy mentioned.
Okay. So you're asking about, some specifics about, writing a FOIA. So basically, this is a sample that Henry did. And you can see custodial records. And this is basically going to be, it doesn't matter what state you live in, dear custodian, pursuant to, and this is what's going to change here, open records. The statutes are different in every state, guaranteed. And then below that, you start outlining what you want based on what you found. It's always best if you have something you can link back and say, hey, this is mentioned here. I don't have any, you're alluding to, I don't have any information. This is what I want right here. And that's basically it. You don't have to tell them why. You don't have to say I'm being, I want to uncover your secrets. You don't have to do that at all. It's open records. You just want it. That's all that matters, right?
Right? Legally, you're entitled.
Legally. That's right.
Okay.
So, this stuff up here is what will change up top, wherever you're going to, custodian, whatever statute, and then you start listing off what you want. It's
We can't
better.
see it, Jack.
You can't?
I can see it.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, we can see it.
I was going to say.
Coming over on
Uh,
YouTube. Yeah.
It's not on YouTube, though.
Yeah, it is.
It is? Okay.
It is on mine. It is on my screen.
Okay. All right. It's just me.
You're lagging.
Oh, God.
I guess.
T1. Don't start.
Oh no. Yeah, as long as we're not cooperating with anyone. We'll be fine.
Shut up. Oh, God.
I'll get you
Well-
going anyway.
Okay,
Anyway,
it
I
just
just
came up on my YouTube.
See, you're
Okay.
God. You got like a
Jeez.
2-minute lag. I've been
Yeah.
I
talking about this for
know.
like an
It's
hour.
crazy. Yeah.
An hour. Come
Yeah.
on.
I said 2 hours, but okay. Anyway, writing these, I told Nosy I'll be more than glad she wants to get some stuff on Danita. I'll be more than glad to help her get that done. Start simple and move on
Yep.
from there. So anyway, just wanted to share that.
Well, I
That's it.
appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I know I'm going to hurry, but some of these comments are funny. Kat said she didn't give us a link, but she said to join the group that Nosy mentioned. And then Saturday, I don't know, or Sunday rather, I don't know if Jack's had a chance to go back and read the chat yet or not, but me and T1 and Kat completely derailed the chat on Sunday.
Oh my God, I haven't. I'm sorry. Why am I not surprised? But okay. That's,
I was listening to everything you were saying, but oh my God, it was pretty rough.
T1 gets something derailed. I don't believe it.
No, it
Lies.
was. Well, okay, I'll let him take the blame. It's all good. But I don't think it was T1 that did it.
Of course it was.
He can have the blame. I have no problem.
I got
All right,
I got your back, T. Don't worry about it.
Okay, well, listen, so I'm going to go over to Discord. If you need to take a potty break, I'm going to start in about 5 minutes. We'll share this Mark Godsey webinar. It's pretty darn interesting. So hopefully you guys can all jump over there and join. It's in the streaming stuff room. So until then, we will catch you next time. Hopefully we'll be here Thursday. I plan to do a book cast on Thursday because we're really far behind. So until then, we will see you in just a few minutes.
Thank
Peace
you,
out.
Rhonda.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.